Hello everyone. So today I'm going to start with your second chapter on microeconomics, that is theory of consumer behavior. So under theory of consumer behavior, you're going to deal with various important topics as this chapter is very important as far as your exam is concerned. So under theory of consumer behavior, I'm going to start with the concept of utility. So what is utility? Utility is nothing but it is a want satisfying capacity of a commodity. That is, whatever commodity you consume, the commodity should have the capacity to satisfy your want. Okay. So that is, when you consume a commodity, whatever satisfaction you derive, whatever benefit you derive from the consumption is called as utility. So want satisfying capacity of a commodity, or the capacity of the commodity to satisfy your want, is nothing but utility. So utility has certain characteristic features. So what are the features of utility? So first feature is utility is subjective in nature. That is, utility is a psychological concept. That is, it is based on human feeling. So it is based on human desire. So it is subjective, which is not measurable. So utility is subjective in nature. It is not objective, it is subjective. Second is, utility is a psychological concept. As it is, feeling is something, a psychological concept. So since it is based on human feeling, human desire, so utility is a psychological concept. Third feature is, utility is not usefulness always. That is, there are certain commodities which are which gives utility to the consumer, but those commodities are not necessities of life. They are not useful for human survival. For example, alcoholic consuming alcohol might get utility or satisfaction, but it is not useful. Okay, that is something which is harmful for human life, but it is not useful. So utility is not always usefulness. There are certain commodities which are consumed by individual. After consumption, they derive utility, but those commodities are not essentials. So utility is not usefulness always. Fourth feature is, utility is neutral in ethics. That is, see, there are certain goods which give satisfaction or utility to two different individuals in the same way, same amount of utility to two different individuals. For example, when you use knife, okay, knife can be used by a person working in kitchen, or it can be used by a killer. When the knife is used by a person cooking food, so when it is used in the kitchen, the person derives utility. Okay, using knife in the kitchen to cut fruits or vegetables, the person gets satisfaction or utility. The same knife, when it is used by a killer or the murderer to stab somebody, okay, then it gives utility to the other person. So utility is neutral in ethics. It might be desirable or not. It might be good or bad. So whatever purpose the commodity is used by two different individuals, they get same amount of satisfaction. So utility is neutral in ethics. Utility is different from satisfaction. So always utility is not satisfaction. Utility and satisfaction both has different meaning. So utility is different from satisfaction. Now for instance, like, you might be having the desire, you might be feeling like having a dosa, but at that particular point of time dosa is not available, but you have chapati. So you get utility from the consumption of dosa, but now you are having chapati, so you are feeling satisfied, but you are not getting utility after consumption of chapati. So utility is different from satisfaction. It is, both has their own meaning, so both are not same. Now these are the features of utility. So let me just repeat it again. Utility is subjective in nature. Utility is a psychological concept. Utility is not usefulness. Utility is neutral in ethics, and utility is different from satisfaction. So these are the features of utility. Now let us move on to approaches to study consumer behavior. Okay, so there are two different approaches which to study consumer behavior. So the two different approaches are, one is cardinal utility analysis and the second is ordinal utility analysis. So this is a 2 mark question. This is a 2 mark question. Now, what is cardinal and what is ordinal? Cardinal is nothing but when utility is measured in terms of cardinal numbers. When the utility is measured in terms of numbers like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When you measure utility in terms of numbers, so that is called as cardinal utility analysis. What is the ordinal utility analysis? When utility is measured in terms of ranks or based on preferences. So that is called as ordinal utility analysis. So we'll be dealing with both these analysis or approaches in detail. So first let us start with cardinal utility analysis. So cardinal utility analysis, as I said, is nothing but measurement of utility in terms of cardinal numbers. That is, when you measure the amount of utility you derive from the consumption of a commodity in terms of numbers. So that is called as cardinal utility analysis. For example, suppose you are given 5 chocolates and you are asked to consume all the chocolates together, that is continuously, sorry, when you are asked to have all the 5 chocolates continuously without giving break. So the amount of satisfaction you derive after each successive unit, consumption of each successive unit, when you measure it in terms of numbers, one chocolate, the utility you get is nothing but the utility you derive after consumption of first chocolate. Suppose it is 20 units. Second chocolate, the utility is 15 units. Third chocolate, 10 units. Fourth chocolate, 5. Fifth chocolate, 0. So when you are measuring it in terms of numbers, so that is called as cardinal utility analysis. Under cardinal utility analysis, you have one of the important theory, that is theory of marginal, that is diminishing law of diminishing marginal utility. That is one of the important theory under cardinal utility analysis, because under law of diminishing marginal utility you measure utility in terms of numbers. So that is one of the important law of diminishing marginal utility under cardinal utility analysis, which I'll be doing in detail. Now, under cardinal utility analysis, utility is measured. Okay, there are 3 measures of utility. It is measured in 3 ways. Okay, there are 3 measures of utility. First is total utility, second is marginal utility, and third is average utility. Let me repeat again. There are 3 ways to measure utility, or there are 3 measures of utility. First is total, second is marginal, and third is average utility. Now, what is total utility? Total utility is nothing but the aggregate. Total means aggregate. So, after consumption of all the units, after you consume all the units that are available for consumption, the utility you derive is called as aggregate utility. Suppose you are given 5 chocolates. When you consume all the 5 chocolates, the utility you get is nothing but total utility. Aggregate it is nothing but aggregate means total. So utility derived from the consumption of all the units of commodities that are available for consumption is total utility. So how is it expressed how is it calculated? Total utility is TUN, that is a total utility derived by the consumption of n number of units. So total utility TUN is equals to summation sigma. Summation means the total. Okay, the sum of, the total of. So the total utility TUN is equals to summation mu. You have to add your marginal utility in order to derive total utility. So TUN is equals to summation mu. Mu is marginal utility here. See, total utility is derived from the consumption of n number of, what is TUN? It is utility derived from the consumption of n number of units. So that is TUN. N number means the amount, whatever number of units that are available for consumption. Suppose if it is 5 chocolates, then after consuming 5 is n. So after consuming 5 chocolates, the utility you get. Suppose you are given 10 apples. After consuming 10 apples, the utility you get is nothing but TUN. Mu is marginal utility derived from the consumption of an additional, because marginal means additional. So consumption, marginal utility is derived from the consumption of an additional unit. So the sigma is nothing but it is summation. So this is all about your total utility. Let me repeat again. Total utility is nothing but the utility which a person derives after consuming all the units that are available for consumption. So that is called as total utility. Now let us study what is marginal utility. Okay, no, sorry. Before that, let me give you an example for total utility. See, how is total utility calculated? These are number of apples that are available for consumption. So the consumer has got 4 apples. 1, 2, 3, 4. These are successive units that is consumed, continuously. So total utility, how do you get total utility? So these are this is mu, this is tu is total, mu is marginal, au is average. So how do you get your total utility? See, 10, 15, 18 and 20. So this is your marginal utility. What is the formula for total utility? Summation mu, right? So summation is you have to add. See, first unit of marginal utility is 10. So you will write 10 here. So 10 plus 5 is how much? 15. So 10 plus 5, 15, which is your second total utility derived from the consumption of second unit of apple. So 10 plus 5 is 15. 15 plus 3 is 18. So 18 is a total utility that you derive from the consumption of third unit of apple. So after consumption of fourth unit of apple, the consumer derives 20 units of total utility. That means 10 plus 5 is 15. 15 plus 3 is 18. 18 plus 2 is 20. So the total is 20. So this is nothing but summation mu, adding your marginal utility to get your total utility. Now, your marginal utility. So what is marginal? Marginal means extra. Total is aggregate. Marginal is additional or extra. That is when the utility you derive from the consumption, that is additional utility or the extra utility or additional utility a consumer derives or gets from the consumption of an extra unit of the same commodity. When you increase it to 2, so one and this is one extra, then again third another one extra apple, then fourth extra unit of apple. So every time you are increasing the quantity of apples that you're consuming, so that becomes additional apple, okay, additional unit of the same commodity. So when you increase the consumption of the same commodity every time, your utility is also, there is you are deriving additional utility or extra utility. So that is marginal utility. Additional or extra utility derived from the consumption of extra unit of the same commodity is marginal utility. Now, how do you get marginal utility? What is the formula? Mu. Marginal utility is mu is equals to TUN minus TUN minus 1. Okay, TUN is nothing but you have to make, take the values here for total utility. So when you are calculating marginal utility, first unit is 10, so you will write it as it is. Then second is 15, right? Total utility, second apple, you get 15 units of total utility. So 15 minus 10, this is TUN minus 1. 15 minus 10 is 5. Then 18 minus 15 is 3. 20 minus 18 is 2. So this is how you derive your marginal utility. This is the formula. Or you can even calculate your marginal utility by using the other equation of formula, that is delta. Delta means change. Okay, delta is change. So change in total utility divided by change in quantity. Change in total utility divided by change in quantity. So that is the other formula that you can use to calculate your total utility. Now average utility, average is this is each unit. Average means each unit, per unit. See, total is aggregate, marginal is extra or additional. Average utility is nothing but it is utility derived from the consumption of each unit of the commodity. When you consume each unit, what is the utility you get is nothing but your average utility. Formula is TU divided by Q, that is total utility divided by quantity. Now look into the table here, the same table. So the total utility, each total utility, 10 is your total utility divided by the corresponding unit 1, 15 divided by 2, 18 divided by 3, 20 divided by 4. Okay, so this is how you calculate your average utility. So these are the various measures of utility. First is total, second is marginal, and third is average. Now, under the same, measures, you have another important question, which is a 4-mark question, that is difference between total utility and, or you have to write the difference between total utility and marginal utility. Now, what are the differences between total utility and marginal utility? See, the first difference is you have to write the meaning for total utility. What is total utility? It is the aggregate utility derived by the consumer by consuming all the units. Okay, 10 apples, when you consume all the 10 apples, the utility you derive, the total you have to write. Okay, so total utility is aggregate utility derived by the consumer by consuming all the units. What is marginal utility? It is the utility derived by the consumer by consuming extra unit of the same commodity. 1 to 2. So second, 1 extra apple. Then third, 1 more extra apple. Additional. Every time you increase 1 extra unit of apple. So the additional unit you derive from consuming additional unit of the same commodity. Remember, when you measure utility, the consumption should be continuous and the consumption should be of the same commodity. Every time you cannot have a different commodity in order to measure utility. When you're starting the measure of utility, the consumption should be of the same commodity. If it is apples, if we are taking 5 apples, it should be apples only. If you are taking mango, it should be, whatever number. It can be 5 mangoes, 10 mangoes. If it is chocolates, it should be chocolates only. You cannot every time change the commodity when you are measuring utility. It should be the same commodity. So second is the formula for total utility and marginal utility. For the second difference, so the formula, it is a total utility is expressed as TUN is equals to summation MU. You have to remember these formulas. So MU is equals to marginal utility is expressed as MU is N, that is marginal utility by the consumption of N unit is equals to TUN, total utility from the nth unit is minus TUN minus 1. Okay, 1 is additional unit. Now third difference is total utility is initially low. Now in the table I showed you already that, see here, from the total utility it is 10. From 10 it starts increasing. 10, 15, 18, 20. So initially total utility is less, then it is increasing. But initially marginal utility is more, then it starts decreasing. 10, 5, 3, there it is decreasing. So the third difference is initially total utility is less or low. Initially marginal utility is high. So in the beginning total utility is less, then it starts increasing. Initially marginal utility is more, then it starts decreasing. So that is your third difference. Initially total utility is low. Initially total utility is high. Fourth difference, total utility never becomes negative. You never get negative values or negative numbers under total utility. But under marginal utility, there are chances of getting negative values for marginal utility. So it can become negative. Marginal utility can become negative, but total utility will never become negative. The last difference between total and marginal utility is total utility represents utility of all units consumed. So it represents, that is total units, aggregate units. Total utility is utility of all the units consumed. But when you measure marginal utility, it represents utility of single unit. Okay, every time each single unit. It is not together. It is not total, it is single units. Utility measures, measured by by consuming a single unit. So it represents utility of single unit. So these are the differences. First difference, you will write the meaning for both. Second, you will write the formulas for both. Third difference, initially total utility is low, initially marginal utility is high. Fourth difference, total utility will never become negative, but marginal utility can become negative. So the last difference, total utility represents total of all the units that are consumed. Marginal utility represents the utility derived from single unit, utility of single unit. So these are the differences between total and marginal utility. It's a very important question, a 4-mark question and a repeated question. So this is let me finish it and I'll end the class here for today. So in the next class I'll be dealing with the concept of a law of diminishing marginal utility. Okay, take care. Thank you.